A time where you ain't see me without Tank, or you ain't see Tank without me. But what happened was, well, I think what happened was, he just like, damn, bro. I feel like he look up to me so much. It's like I let him down, cause he know, cause he's somebody that really know like what I can do and how good I am.
Cards. Judge at the ringside. Eric Marlinski scores it on 115 to 113 in favor of Gervonta Davis. Judges Steve Weisfeld and Glenn Feldman both scored about 114 to 114, even a draw. The decision is a majority draw.
Adrien Broner may not have been part of Gervonta Davis's training camp for his fight against Lamont Roach, but that hasn't stopped him from weighing in on the situation. His comments weren't intended as an attack on Davis, whom he often refers to as his asterisk little brother. Asterisk, however, Broner didn't shy away from speaking some hard truths, admitting that Tank has started to show signs of wear over the years, something that may have played a role in his unexpected retirement announcement last December.
Like right now, me and Tank, like, it's weird because he love me to death, you know I love him to death, but we don't talk every day how we used to, nigga.
Broner pointed to Gervonta Davis's fight against Frank Martin as evidence of the weariness that was once absent from Tank's game. In Broner's view, Davis has had an impressive career, one that justifies whatever struggles he may be facing now, whether it's age or fatherhood catching up to him. Broner believes Tank has already accomplished enough in the sport. However, his most controversial take came when he claimed that, despite the backlash, he personally scored Davis as the winner against Lamont Roach. Roach just didn't do enough to take that win from Tank. Broner added, This is just the latest example of Gervonta Davis not taking his professional boxing career as seriously as he should. Nearly 8 years ago, ahead of his fight against Francisco Fonseca, which served as a co-main event to Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor, the second highest grossing fight card in history, asterisk Davis asterisk skipped the grand arrivals during fight week. He repeated the same mistake last year before his headlining clash against Frank Martin. Adding to the controversy, Davis also failed to make weight for his bout again.
You won't get too much on paper, but shit, I damn sure thought I had it. Especially when they announced the score for him, I was like, oh, they gonna give me a split decision win.
Gervonta Davis has also faced legal troubles, including a 44-day incarceration in 2023 for violating the terms of his house arrest. In May 2023, he was sentenced to 3 years of probation. Despite these setbacks, Davis, nicknamed Tank, remains an exceptionally talented boxer, known for his unprecedented punching power relative to his height and weight. However, after recently hinting at retirement, he must now decide whether he is willing to fully commit to his career, both inside and outside the ring, to maintain his status as an undefeated champion and one of the biggest names in boxing. Though Davis suggested he might take another fight before a rematch with Lamont Roach, an immediate rematch and a dominant victory are crucial if he wants to solidify his position as perhaps the most popular American boxer today.
Did you win? I was like, oh, yeah. I said, oh, shit, here it goes. But as soon as I heard that 114, I was just like, damn, all right, it's over with.
Many believe Lamont Roach Jr. and his team have a strong case for overturning the fight's outcome if their appeal is successful, an effort they're already pursuing. Roach Jr. has even hinted at this possibility on social media, using a series of X posts on March 5 to make his case. In his first post, he wrote, asterisk, y'all tweaking if y'all think Buddy was off or just had an off night. That stuff just hits different with me. I told y'all from the start, just because I feel like I won, y'all acting like I said he was easy work or something. That knockdown gives me a UD. Asterisk. He followed up with another post, doubling down on his stance. Asterisk. I did take care of that in the ring. Ely, you about to make me get on you with this bias. I know he your peoples, but leave it be. I ain't suing anybody. I'm just making sure that clear knockdown they robbed me of gets situated. Get it right, guy. Report that. Asterisk.
So, yeah, man,
it's just crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It's okay. We gonna run it back. It's okay.
When someone suggested that overturning the knockdown would mean Lamont Roach Jr. won by split decision rather than unanimous decision, Roach quickly shut it down. Asterisk, the guy who scored the fight for Tank gave him that round. If the knockdown is scored 10-8 my way, that's a 3-point swing. So I would have won that card too. Go back to your cave, casual. Asterisk, he fired back. Roach is correct. If the knockdown ruling is overturned, he would win by unanimous decision, not split decision. However, he would likely be satisfied with either outcome. The biggest takeaway from Davis versus Roach wasn't that Tank had been exposed as a fraud or delivered a poor performance. Instead, it highlighted how Roach fought masterfully, executing the right game plan with the right skill set to give Davis serious trouble.
You think about what happened in the 9th round. How frustrated are you that that wasn't counted as a knockdown?
Man.
That's not to say Tank doesn't deserve criticism for his performance. Many have pointed out his habit of starting slow and being overly economical with his punches, which either caught up to him or nearly did, depending on how one views the draw. His actions in the 9th round, taking a knee as if he'd call a timeout, assuming it was within the rules to ask his corner to wipe grease from his eyes, and expecting special treatment from referee Steve Willis, are all fair game for criticism. In fact, the fact that he received that leniency only fuels the debate. However, Roach deserves more credit than Davis deserves criticism. He stepped up against an elite counterpuncher and out-countered him, answering nearly every Davis left hook with right hand. He didn't fall for Tank's traps and feints, instead waiting patiently and setting up traps of his own.
Honestly, I thought I should have won without that being counted a knockdown. Look, I ain't the ref. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he had to wipe sweat.
When Roach traded punches, he did so just long enough to let Davis know he meant business. Then he quickly got out, refusing to engage in extended exchanges. He also proved he has a tremendous chin. While his defense, anticipation, and counterpunching minimized the number of clean shots he absorbed, he still took a few flush shots to the jaw. Yet he remained standing and made it to the final bell, something Tank's opponents aren't supposed to do. Coming into the fight, Davis was a clear betting favorite. Many in boxing dismissed the matchup as a pointless mismatch. Sharper analysts saw Roach as a legitimate challenger who could make it competitive. Still, few, if any, predicted that the Reaper would come so close to handing Davis the first loss of his career.
Out of that, he had the white sweat out of that. But the rules do state, if you voluntarily take a knee, then that's an automatic A game. But it is what it is. I wasn't relying on that. I was relying on what I was doing. I think I was taking control. I think I was landing more shots. I think I was landing more power shots. And I thought I was doing my thing. So I'm not really that frustrated about that.
The outcome serves as a valuable lesson. Superstars should take the biggest fights available when they can, because sometimes it's a so-called tune-up fight that ends up causing the most trouble. That said, any damage to Davis's reputation can be quickly repaired. All he needs to do is sign for an immediate rematch with Roach and secure a convincing win. At the post-fight press conference, Davis hinted at a bigger fight that he claimed would come first. Some speculated that it could be a long-awaited showdown with Shakur Stevenson. For argument's sake, let's assume that's exactly what Team Davis had in mind. Unfortunately, after his performance against Roach, that fight just lost a lot of its shine.
But if that was kind of a knockdown, I would win the majority decision.
Yeah, Lamont, this is Matt from Brunch Boxing. What explanation, if any, were you given about why that particular sequence was not properly called a knockdown?
For a fight like Tank versus Shakur, one that would be billed as a showdown to determine the best American boxer under 30, both fighters need to enter with undisputed momentum. You can't have one of them coming off a fight where most people believe he deserved to lose, especially as a favorite. That's why Davis needs the Roach rematch, even though winning it won't be easy, to maximize interest in future fights against Stevenson and other elite-level opponents. He must clear up any doubt about his standing. The draw on his record isn't a massive blow to his marketability, but the perception that he was the second-best fighter in his most recent bout is. To move forward, Davis needs to replace that memory with a decisive victory, proving he's still at the top.
I don't know, did y'all see me in the ring tell him to keep counting? he started counting. I was like, why you stop? Like, keep counting. But I honestly don't know. I don't know. But
from Roach, and there's a left uppercut that lands for Roach. Davis digs to the body. Oh, and that right, but Davis took off some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roach leaning with right. He took a knee. He took a knee.
You take a knee like that, that looks like a knockdown. All right, that's up.
That's a generous call from Roach. Did he not take a knee? Take the mouthpiece to come over. That's right. Oh, here comes
Davis versus Roach 2 needs to happen, and it needs to happen next. The rematch should take place in a neutral but electric location, where Davis's Baltimore fans and Roach's DC supporters can come together to create a charged atmosphere. It should also be held somewhere other than New York, ensuring that referee Steve Willis, who is usually a solid official, isn't involved in the commission selection. At this moment, Tank Davis is at a crossroads. Once seen as the next big thing after Floyd Mayweather, his star power has dimmed slightly, and he now faces the biggest challenge of his career. Asterisk, battling his inner demons, asterisk, and proving he can bounce back from a situation he's never faced before. Right now, the one constant in Davis's circle is Adrien Broner, whom he grew close to during their time with Mayweather Promotions. In fact, Davis recently helped Broner turn his life around, pulling him out of a dark period before his comeback fight against Blair Cobbs. In an Instagram post, Broner expressed his gratitude, revealing that he'd been struggling with binge drinking and personal hardships when Tank unexpectedly reached out. Davis invited him to join his training camp, and from that moment on, Broner never looked back. I got a call from my baby bro, Tank, and he told me to come do camp with him. I've been on track ever since, and he's been pushing me every day. So with that being said, I just want to thank you, Tank. Let's get what we deserve out of this boxing game and laugh together on an island at the end. Adrien Broner.
Tank caught me like, yo, I need some help with this. You know what I'm saying? The AB came to me, and the great thing that I loved about the whole situation, all the stuff AB went through, he was respectful. You know what I'm saying? He showed up, he did, Champ, I said, look, you're on my protocol now, and the results that he's seen, he in a good space. You know what I'm saying? We thought it was his hand hurt, but it was his elbow.